Hello. I can hear you. Okay, now I can see you too. Hi, Hannah. Happy Chinese New Year. Xin Nian Kuai Le. Yeah. So there were lots of Chinese New Year events that were going on in New York City. So last weekend they did this. You know the the dragon dance, and they just taught us about a little bit of Chinese history. So it was a good event. I learned a lot of stuff over there. But I was really surprised of how many children are like learning Chinese and Mandarin in New York. There were like 5 year olds. Like 5 year old boys and girls speaking Chinese. They're not Chinese themselves. Maybe their mom or their dad is, but they're not 100% Chinese. Yeah, it was cool to see the kids speaking Chinese, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. So yeah, I learned that phrase from one of the little kids, one of the 5 year old kids, and well, I think I need to really sit down and try to learn it like with I guess like with my full effort, because I don't think I've given it my full effort yet. I've only tried to do it maybe once or twice, and I wasn't fully committed to it. But yeah, I think I wanna try to just learn it and see how far I can go with it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're probably right. I think like the sounds, um, the characters. I think once you learn those two, then it'll be easy to make sentences. I think like when I was practicing making sentences, the the format, it's I think like easy for me. You know, um, you put like the subject first, like 我是, like, and then like the verb, right? Like 我是, and then Ryan or something like that, right? Um, so I think the format is easy, but you need to learn the right sounds, the right vowels, and how to write the characters. You know. Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know the tones, right? The different tones. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Those that's what I was referring to when I said like the different vowels. Like it's not easy to pick up, and that's one part of it. The other part is trying to listen to others when they're speaking Chinese to you. Like like sometimes like even if it's like a simple Chinese sentence, if if the person says it fast, or in a way that I've never heard it before, like I will be completely lost. Um, yeah. So yeah, I think it's just like just some practice. Just sitting down and just doing it like every day, 3 hours a day. It's easier to say than actually do. Like, yeah. Hmm. Okay.
every word is equal.
I see.
Do you know?
I
But
know.
when you are talking, you just, for example, when you pronounce at
Uh
or the or or so they are not equal because you stress some words.
Oh, okay, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, that's true. It's true, especially when, people are speaking with friends. They have like lots of slurs. They slur their words. So sometimes, like at the end of a word, it's like a soft sound. They don't pronounce the full word completely. Um, yeah, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I do that sometimes too.
I'm not saying you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying you mean the
yeah.
you mean foreigners.
Right. Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I think that's just like a matter of just like listening to it like enough times that you can pick up um, on those slurs. But yeah.
I can understand you maybe when you are talking with me,
Mhm.
maybe you are talking about English
Yeah.
topic. Understand you maybe 95%.
Nice.
But yeah, when I'm listening to some speech like that,
Mm-hmm.
yesterday my friend wants me to translate the speech from James because James gave his speech at Kobe's funeral.
Oh, LeBron
Uh,
James.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I cannot understand him at all.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Big-
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Um, yeah. I think like and it's probably the same for me too. Like when I'm speaking with you, I try to be more formal and I try to like enunciate every word. But if I'm with like my friends and stuff like that, then I would be more like my speech will be more relaxed. So I think like that's kind of everybody's. That's what everyone does in English. They relax their speech when they're just like talking and flowing. So yeah, yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. But so you're saying that like in Chinese, that doesn't happen, even if you're like speaking with friends or anything like that. It's always clear and you can hear every sound.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
In China there is a big event, you know, the the
Virus.
coronavirus.
Yeah, I heard it originated from Wuhan
Yeah, yeah,
province, right? Yeah.
yeah. Up to now, there are 11,000 people got the
Wow.
virus.
Has it been a fatal virus? Like, has anyone died from it yet?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
About about 150.
Wow. And the thing is, like, too, like, I think I actually, because right now I don't feel 100%. I have like a little cold. But like, yeah, they were saying that like there were some cases there were some cases that I guess in America as well that some people have like the coronavirus. So hopefully those cases are contained. They can't spread it to other people, but yeah, it's scary. Yeah.
Yeah, it is scary. We don't go outside. I
Mm.
stayed in I stayed in home for maybe 7 days.
Wow. And see, that sucks too because this is around the same time of the Chinese New Year, right? So you're supposed to be happy, have a fun, and stuff, but the coronavirus is like taken away from all that. So now Chinese can't go and travel to see their family because this virus, and everybody has to stay inside. So stuff like that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Many companies just delay their time.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Some
Oh yeah, I
and
heard.
yeah, all of the schools, almost all of the schools, they don't let the students come back. We study at home
Mm.
online.
But
Only
so
some only supermarket open.
okay. So but the thing is that like I don't understand because do they feel that they're going to find a cure for it like soon? Because if they don't find a cure for it soon, they have to start opening these things back up, eventually. Because like, that's the economy, that like you need to continue the economy. So like I do understand like they're trying to take precaution and make sure more people don't get sick, but I still feel that they should let people start going back to work, start going back to school, if they are feeling okay. I think because is it like a airborne virus or only you can transfer it from one person to another person?
You can if you catch the virus,
Mm-hmm.
you are the patient.
Yeah,
You can transfer the virus
yeah.
to maybe 15 people.
Okay. So it's not airborne, is it? Like even if you're not close to anyone, and maybe let's say everybody's in their house, right, in Wuhan, and I walk around Wuhan by myself, right? I walk around. Can I catch it from the air? Can I catch it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, now that makes sense.
yeah. It is more serious than SARS,
Wow. I
and
thought I thought it was only person to person, but it's airborne too. Interesting.
airborne. How to spell airborne?
I'll write that for you. Airborne.
Air,
Yeah, that just means that it's also in the air. You can catch it from the air. Wow, that's scary actually. So
it is more scary.
so um when I know Chinese New Year started last weekend, right? I think.
Yeah,
Okay. And when does it end? Next week?
yeah. Next week, almost about February the 9th.
February 9th. Okay. So I guess now you can't celebrate anymore.
Yeah, we
Uh,
cannot celebrate. We cannot visit anyone. And if you visit your relatives won't open the door for you.
wow.
You can just talk with the door
Right.
between you.
Oh my gosh.
It is very serious. Um, like like even if you wear a mask, if you are talking with a person who doesn't know he is the patient, but
Mm,
actually he is under the period.
right.
Like the period means you got the virus, but it doesn't
It
appear
doesn't appear. Yeah, yeah.
from your. You don't feel you don't feel bad, but actually you are under the.
Yes, I understand. Like the symptoms don't show, right?
Yeah,
The symptoms don't show yet, but you have already caught it, but you don't know. You don't know.
yeah. You
Yeah.
are talking to the person who got the virus. Even if you wear a mask,
Yeah.
the virus can get into your body through your eyes.
Oh my gosh. Wow. You see, and like I think this is, and I don't know what the root of it is, but I feel like sometimes there's a lot of sick people, right? And maybe they don't have time to go to the doctor because they need to make money for their family and stuff like that. So they keep becoming sick for a long time. Then they spread it to someone else, and it just keeps going and going and going. So I think like, and I don't know. where in Wuhan this originated from, but I feel like it probably had to be from like a very maybe a poor city in Wuhan where like they probably couldn't afford um, doctor visits to take care of themselves because stuff like this, like viruses keep evolving and evolving and evolving if you don't take the right, I guess, the right measures to kill it. So one person could be sick and they don't have enough money to go to the doctor, so then they transfer it to someone else, and the virus keeps getting stronger and stronger, and then it transfers to someone else, the virus keeps getting stronger and stronger, and then now you have this strong virus that like that's spreading to everyone. you know um, so yeah, it's really unfortunate. We IBM has an office in Wuhan, and we have a lot of colleagues over there, and it's kind of scary that like we don't know when they're going to be going back to work. They can work from the computers, but like it's still kind of like we don't know if they'll catch it, or so yeah. So I don't know. I think there has to be some way to like ensure that everyone can get like access to good healthcare, because that's just what happens. That's just what happens when communities don't have access to good healthcare. Um, I'm sure I'm sure you've heard of Ebola.
Yeah, Ebola.
Yeah, Ebola. That originated from like I think it was South America um, or like Africa. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's
Africa.
yeah, Africa. So like those countries in Africa probably didn't have good like access to good healthcare. So one person got sick, then the virus kept getting stronger, transferred to someone else, kept getting stronger, transferred to someone else. Boom, you have a super virus. Because nobody killed it when it was weak, and um, yeah. So yeah, that's it's just gonna keep like stuff like this is gonna keep happening. Like maybe in like the next few years, there's gonna be like another super virus that's gonna come from another um, poor poor place. So yeah,
The thing, the event is the biggest event,
right.
the serious one for me, because lots of time that happened when I was in primary school.
Hmm.
The school still opens,
Right.
and the school doctors will hold a machine which can
Mm.
tell your temperature,
Hmm.
and if your temperature is normal, you can get into the school. But
Okay.
this time, your temperature cannot tell if you got the virus.
Mm.
Sometimes, um, some people who got the virus, they don't have symptoms.
Oh, okay.
That's the most serious
Mm.
part
Right.
about how to tell
Yeah.
who got the virus.
Yeah, I see. I see. Mm. Yeah, and I just hope, yeah, I just hope that it doesn't get too out of control. I hope that the doctors find like a cure soon, because I don't feel too good right now. Like I've been coughing. Like I caught something from my coworker actually on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I went to work. I felt fine. I felt fine, and I was sitting down, right, and then my coworker like sits right here, and she doesn't cover her mouth when she coughs. She just coughs. She coughs everywhere. And I think like I was drinking water, right? So my cup was right here, and I think like she coughed, and she coughed in the direction of my cup, and uh and I drank from it, and ever since then ever since then
You got it.
Yeah, like I had a high like on Thursday and Friday, I didn't even go to work. I called out of work because I had a high temperature. I had I still have a headache, but I feel better now. Um, I couldn't breathe like from my nose because like it's so backed up and just coughing and stuff. Like I was in my bed for like 2 days straight. 2 days straight, and
Do you better now?
I feel a little bit better. I was gonna reschedule the lesson if I didn't feel good enough, but I feel good enough though. So yeah, but yeah, I just hope I just hope this is a common flu though. I hope this is just regular, the regular flu.
It is
Yeah.
just is she Chinese?
No, she's Indian. She's Indian, but
Oh, never mind. Indian is okay.
yeah. But I don't know where she's been. She's probably I don't know, been in areas where maybe there were Chinese who just came from China. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. But all I know is that I'm gonna let her know next time that she needs to cover her mouth when she coughs because I don't want to be sick again. Like I'm never sick, and this was I hate being sick. Like it's the worst feeling ever. Yeah. So
Take care of yourself.
I will. Thank you. Thank you. So like during the Chinese New Year event, we had something called Mao Bao. Do you know what that is?
Mao,
Yeah, it's like
Mao,
Mao Bao. I don't know. Like they said it was a Chinese snack. It's like a steam bun. So it's a steam bun, and they twist the top of the bun. Like inside of the bun is like pork or like chicken, and then they
did you
twist.
try that? Did you try that?
Yeah, I did. What is it called?
Baozi.
Baozi. Okay, Baozi. I don't know why they called it. Maybe that's the Korean name, Mao Bao, because I feel like Bao is Korean. Yeah, Baozi.
Oh,
Okay,
do you know 饺子?
Jiaozi. Oh,
饺子.
oh, oh! I think I do. I think I do.
Dumpling. Thing.
Dumplings. Okay, dumplings. Okay.
Sometimes, sometimes when we describe small things, we just add at the end of the phrase.
Yeah.
For example, 儿 means sound. 儿子 means little sound.
Oh.
And 包 bao means wrap,
Oh.
wrap.
Okay. Yeah.
And the thing you wrap, and the thing is very little. You say 包子.
What's Wow. Wow. Thank you. That was really good, actually. Like, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. Wow.
包子. And you will find that a lot of places, the the saying maybe they have 子 at the end of
Mhm.
the phrase.
Hmm. Okay.
For
It's
example, you say blanket,
Mhm.
blanket. Blanket is 毯, but we don't say 毯, we say 毯子.
Hands.
And cute, cute, cute is 被, and we don't say 被, we say 被子.
Bait.
And the chair is 椅, but we don't say 椅, we say 椅子. Just like this, we have a
Wait,
lot
can you say
of
that again? It. It.
the 椅子 is chair.
Oh, okay. Interesting. What if it's a big chair, though?
Also 椅子.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
think maybe I think maybe the reason is that we don't use one word. We say
Okay.
two words.
Mhm. Okay. Use two words to kind of like describe a thing. Wow, that
Yeah.
was really inform. That was really formal. Like I actually learned a lot from that lesson. Thank you. Thank you. Now I know how to use ts.
Do you like baozi?
I like baozi. I had the chicken flavor one, and I had the shrimp. I didn't have the pork. You know, I don't really eat a lot of pork, but yeah,
When maybe next time, when you are making pizza or something like that,
yeah,
you can wrap the thing you like into the
yeah.
flour, wrap them, and steam them. And uh, in China, we when we eat baozi,
Hmm.
we eat porridge, and I
Hmm.
will put the baozi into the chili
Oh
that
yes,
season.
yes, yeah, yeah. I've seen that before. That looks
And
so delicious.
yeah, this is delicious.
Oh my gosh, making me so hungry now.
You can eat something. It's still early for you.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a right around dinner time, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I think like, is that like a Szechuan recipe?
No, I think it is from northern part of China
Oh, okay.
because northern part of China they like to eat the main food.
Hmm.
Main food is made is made of flour.
Okay.
Flour, Flour.
Hmm. Yeah. Yep.
But in south part of China, like me, we don't eat a flour product. Often we eat rice.
Okay. I see.
But
Hmm.
but they eat flour product. They get taller. But
Really?
we eat rice. We don't have many people in south part of China.
Hmm.
The other reason is that they eat meat every day.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
meat is good.
we eat vegetables.
I see. Well, that's fine because even though they get taller, your people are going to live longer because eat healthy, vegetables and stuff like that. So they can be taller. You'll live longer. So yeah.
There's big difference between people in South China and in Southern China.
Hmm.
In Southern China, people sometimes, in most cases, are more asthmatic
Really?
and they have some creative ideas and maybe they can. Mm, there are many differences, but the
Yeah.
people in northern China,
Yeah.
they are braver. They got bad temper. They got bad temper.
Oh, okay.
And if you make them angry, they will fight with you.
Wow. Okay.
You cannot control their temper.
Yeah. Yeah. They sound like they're not too smart.
They
they
like
they
to,
they act with emotions rather than reasoning.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
they don't use their brain
They
a
like
lot. Yeah.
sometimes they are like in small part of China, like a little area.
Hmm.
The people here are like working people because they they just use their feet to live.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of places in America like that. Lots of states. Like if you go to Massachusetts, like Boston, there's a lot of um, you know like people who are like very rough. They like to fight.
Yeah,
Let's see where else. Oh, and also in the Midwest too. Midwest where it's like a lot of farmers and like lots of farmland. Like kids who grew up on the farm, they aren't very educated, so um, they they like to use their fists to talk and stuff like that. And those are the people that Donald Trump actually manipulates the most, because they aren't very smart, they aren't very bright. So Donald Trump always, he would say things like, oh, we're gonna get more, we're gonna bring jobs back, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and the the people in those poor farm places, they believe it because they think that, oh, he's going to do this for us, he's going to do this for blah blah blah. But nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Since he's come into office, and now they're all upset, and it's just because he knows how to take advantage of people. He knows how to take advantage of undereducated people, and yeah, because like you'll see like all of the states that didn't vote for Trump are like like New York City didn't vote for Trump, California didn't vote for Trump. These are all the places where there's a lot of intelligent people, right? But places like Iowa, like Idaho, like stuff like that, like places where it's not very developed. That those are the places that voted for Trump. So he's smart for doing that, but it's unfair that he took advantage of those people and didn't help them. So a lot of them are still struggling. A lot of them still lost their jobs and stuff. So um, yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah. Well,
Hong had this difficult.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're doing fine, Hannah.
I hope you get better soon.
Thank you, and hopefully stay safe, um, so that we can keep talking and stuff like that. Okay.
You should get better next time.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. I'm gonna make sure she doesn't like if she ever coughs again. I'm gonna work on the other side of the office. Like I'm gonna move my desk all the way away from her because I don't want to get sick again.
Okay,
All right.
you do that.
Have a good day.
See you next
See
time.
you next time.
Nice talking to you. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Anna.